I'm just so excited to be with everybody here tonight. I'm getting a little choked up.
Welcome to the Verdin Verdict Sports Show. We're here live from Tiger Stadium right after the LSU Army game, and what a game it was indeed. LSU shuts out Army 62-0. 0 points for Army. Fantastic defensive showing. This is exactly the momentum that you want heading into the bye week. You got Alabama coming up, big game, big SEC stretch. You get Florida at home, Texas A&M at home to close out the year. This is when you want that defense to be on fire. If there was any time in the season that you're going to pick it to happen, I would pick it right now. Andre Sam, beautiful performance, couple interceptions, getting active. I would say that Andre, his role really grew with him, like Brian Kelly said, getting a lot more comfortable in his role, being able to not be so aggressive, not miss the tackles in the open field and whatnot. He just had to settle in and get that experience under his belt. When you got a lot of inexperienced players, especially on the defensive side, gelling into new roles, it's going to take time, and patience is going to be a virtue, especially when you're playing SEC football, the competition heats up, and offenses are exploding all over the place. Speaking of offenses exploding all over the place, this is 7 straight games with 500-plus yards. I believe Coach Kelly's saying that the goal here for this team is still to be in the SEC race. They still believe that they could be an SEC championship team. Nobody's lost hope here in Baton Rouge. A lot of people are murmuring whether or not it'd be possible, but when you see teams like Alabama keep it close with Tennessee, and then you got Ole Miss keeping it close with Auburn, someone that we just handled last week, you see how wide open the SEC actually is. Plenty of big games left for big SEC opponents such as Georgia going to play Ole Miss. We're going to play Alabama here after this bye week. Things are going to really start shaking up. But for the injuries, we got Zy Alexander. He suffered a lower body injury here. Coach Kelly said that in about 24 hours, still have another update. Emory Jones Jr. didn't play as expected. Neither did Mekhi Wingo. Both of them are nursing up on their injuries, utilizing this game, next week's bye week, to be able to go into the Alabama game at 100%. That's what you want. You want your team to utilize these little patches and get locked and loaded and ready for the big stretch and the big pump. And speaking a little bit more about the offense, so many weapons. And a direct quote from Coach Kelly was that this quarterback, Jayden Daniels, is playing just as hot as anyone else in the country. And I believe he's right. We've been preaching this for weeks and weeks and weeks, that Jayden Daniels is deserving of not only a mention in the Heisman or not only a mention as one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC, but he could be one of the best quarterbacks in college football. Right now, arguably, you got a lot of football fans saying he's the best quarterback in Louisiana after how rough the Saints have been. But I believe that LSU's in a pretty good situation. You got a running back room full of talent. You got running backs getting touchdowns all over the place. Trey Holly, Noah Cain, Logan Diggs, Jayden Daniels got himself one as well. Nussmeier got on the field. Tremendous pass, 51-yard touchdown reception. So shout out Nuss. He's looking good. You got to see the future of LSU, the next era. Get on the field and implement their offense and go get those reps under their belt. Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas continuing their dominant stretch as an SEC wide receiver duo. They both combined for over 240 yards, and once again, they each had 2 touchdowns. When you got your best wide receivers, your wide receiver 1, your wide receiver 2, scoring in bunches all over the field, not able to be stopped, the defenses are going to hate playing you. Defensive coordinators are going to hate scheming against LSU, because when you match up for number 8, number 11's wide open, and hell, if somehow, some way you can match up for number 8 and number 11, you got to worry about number 2, you got to worry about number 17, you got to worry about number 1. There's plenty of offensive weapons here at LSU that Brian Kelly's utilizing, Mike Dibrock's utilizing, and they're all finding their schemes very well. But enough of me giving my breakdown about the game. Let's hear what Coach Kelly had to say. Let's hear what the players have to say, and make sure to hit that subscribe button before you go any further.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but he sure looks good to me. And so when your quarterback is playing at that kind of level, he gives you a chance to win every game. He's got a great supporting cast, there's no doubt about it. But, the quarterback drives, college football, the NFL, high school, wherever it is, the quarterback's the driver. And right now he's playing at an elite level. We just shut out an opponent. Are you just going to throw water on this thing? We just shut somebody out. Now we're in a track meet. That track meet was a long time ago. I don't even remember it. All I remember is playing really good defense this game. Last week we gave up 18 against Auburn, and they just I didn't know they lost, but they were in a heck of a tussle with the team that we lost to. The week before, I think Missouri's a pretty good team, and our last 2 quarters were pretty good. So I get what you're saying. I hear you. But I think we're making progress. And so, no, we can't win a championship, giving up 30, 40, 50 points a game. I don't believe that. But we can if we continue to improve.
Mason, how important was a big win like this heading into a game like Alabama in 2 weeks?
It was real big for the team. I feel like it was a big confidence booster for us, to get under our belt and just having to show our identity. I feel like it'll add on to our identity and hopefully it'll help us into the next week.
Speak about the brotherhood you were able to grow with these guys through your time away last year.
Just having to sit back and watch from the outside looking in, you learn a lot about the guys you're playing with and about the coaches and just about everything, everything as a whole. I feel like I'm a lot closer to these guys because, for some people, they don't really understand what it is to sit out the whole season or just sit out anytime, So I feel like, it brought me a lot closer to the guys just because I'm thankful and grateful to have them around where I can.
After beating Alabama last year, what's the morale like heading into this game?
We definitely don't think that we the hunters. I feel like it's an even match game, and I feel like, through everything, through all the practice and through doubling down on our presses, I feel like it'll be a great matchup for us.
I think it's a build-up. I think it's a natural build-up that you have to know that it's upcoming, but you can't give all your energy right now into it because it's not here yet. So I think it's a natural build-up, but we're definitely ready, and we're definitely going to work hard this upcoming week. This has been the Verdin Verdict Sports Show. Thanks for watching. We got more coverage coming soon, whether it be the Florida game, Georgia State game, Texas A&M game. We got it all coming. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and stay tuned as we're going to be changing up the uploading scheme a little bit. We're going to be giving y'all 2 episodes a week now. Looks like they're going to be on probably Tuesdays and Thursdays still, but stay tuned.